One thing to start with, put some respect on my name. And these words should be your everyday rhythmic symphonies. Why? Because this statement doesn't necessarily means that, oh, you are somehow being attacked, but it is more so an affirmation to yourself that, hey, I need respect. It's not just for other people, but also for yourself. Whenever you are going down the path where you are losing self-respect, you need to say these words of affirmation, and not just say these words, but live according to these statements. And how do you exactly live according to these statements? Once you actually truly have the genuine things to back up these words with. So, put some respect on my name is your way of saying that, hey, I've done things in the past that have made me who I am today, and I'm doing things that are going to make me a fulfilling person as a whole. And you as a person should be feeling proud of yourself. Nobody should come along and target you in any way or actually discredit you in any way. Yeah, you may not be perfect, but at the same time, you are the one that have a sense of authority to how actually you're gonna control and navigate your goals, and nobody should come in between your goal and your path. It's your path and it's your goal. And when somebody comes along and discredit you for your abilities, for your capabilities, or for you as a person, you need to stand out for yourself that, hey, no, fuck that. I'm not taking any BS. I'm just going straight in and saying that, hey, put some respect on my name. I've done things in the past that actually are really wonderful. And how exactly you gonna build that sort of self-confidence or self-respect is, you need to look back in your past 20, 30 years, or whatever your age is. You need to look back in your years and say, what are the things that truly come from you, not from any other person? What are the things that actually gave you the ability to stand out from the crowd? And you most probably have done some incredible things, right? All you have to do is actually formulate those and actually gather those thought processes and put them in a list, like, hey, these are the good things that I've done and what I've learned from them and how actually they impacted my life. And then once you have those set of things that you actually achieved and done, and the results not necessarily have to be monetary, but also personal growth as well, like, hey, I've been able to grow in XY domain, like I've built my public relation capabilities, my speaking capabilities, my different set of skills, right? So you need to understand, okay, what did you learn from that? And then have that in your mental frame that, hey, I've done all these things. And then you have to understand, okay, what I'm doing right now and how actually I'm living my day-to-day life. What's my mental model? If your mental model is correct and laid down in a perfect and accurate way, then once you have that mental model, you have to say, okay, these are the future things that I want to attain. It could be your house or whatever you are looking for. These are the things that I want, and this is the mental frame I have. Okay, yeah, you're gonna upgrade your mental model as you're going towards your path, but you have to have a concrete plan on, hey, this is my mental model, this is what I've done, this is what I've learned, these are the skills I've had or I'm trying to have. And once you have all these things right in your hand and you actually are familiar with yourself, you're gonna start to respect yourself. And what happens when you start to respect yourself? You're not gonna let anyone else discredit you, let anyone tell that, hey, you are not the person that's gonna make it or somehow alter you from your blessings. You need to stand up for yourself by actually sticking to yourself, sticking up for yourself. And that you can only do if you're true to yourself. Let me tell you why this issue of self-respect generally arises. It's because when people try to say things that they are not, they are trying they are trying to tell a lie or feeding themselves a delusion. You have to be you can't say yet that you are the best designer, or you are the best architecture, or you are the best programmer, or you are the best lawyer, doctor, or whatever the thing is. You can't say that. You have to be familiar with your skill sets, right? You have to be familiar, like, hey, I have these beautiful skill sets and this is what I'm good at. And okay, I want to learn more skills, but you need to be familiar with what you actually have. If you say you are the best at X thing, but you're not, then you're lying to yourself and to the people. Then you're living on a delusion, and that's not going to help you elevate in any way possible. That's not the growth mindset. The growth mindset tells you that, hey, be familiar with what you actually have, and be also familiar with what you don't have. Don't live in a delusion of like you can do anything and whatever. Be familiar with your capabilities and start to respect those familiarities and show the world that, hey, these are my skill sets. Once you start to know yourself and show yourself, you'd start to actually see, hey, your life is getting on track on where you actually want to go. Because the easiest and the best way to actually go towards your path is to focus on the path. And the only way you can focus on the path is by mirroring different skill sets you have, or mirroring what car are you driving, right? So you need to be familiar with your car and what's the speed limit, what different type of sets. So you need to learn those things from yourself and then show the world that, hey, I can do it. I have the capabilities. You don't need to tell me that what I can't and what I can do. Be that person that actually stick true to himself. If you're sticking up for yourself, sorry, but you're not having anything to back it with, you are gonna truly feel a sense of lie, and that lie doesn't last. That's why people give up in the middle of whatever ventures they are doing, because they are not being true to themselves. Once you're true to themselves that, hey, I lack these skills, I have these skills, and these are the skills I need to learn, then you're gonna start to respect yourself, and then you're gonna show the world that, hey, this is who I am and this is what I can do, and you can never ever say anything that can discredit my capabilities, because my respect to myself, that it can't be shaken. It can't be shaken because it's a true virtue to myself. All right, I hope you have a good one and stay true to yourself and have a great self-respecting day.